Okay, I don't go live from my phone often, so I'm not sure how this exactly works. But it's election day, November 5th, and everybody is going crazy right now. One thing I noticed is that TashaK posted on her, I think it was her Instagram or it was her X, it was one of them, who she voted for, which is Donald Trump. So she had to make a live that ended not too long ago on YouTube, pretty much saying why she took down the post and defending her position on who she voted for. And truthfully, I don't understand why people are surprised. And that's no shade to TashaK at all. That's just the fact that when people are in a certain tax bracket, they normally vote Republican. Normally. The only times you see people who are in that tax bracket that don't vote Republican are more recently when you see these people coming out for, coming out for Kamala Harris, like the Cardi B's, the Meg Thee Stallions, the got Ushers and Beyonce, Oprah, etc. Essentially, everybody who was taking a photo with Diddy, it seems like we're banned to a Diddy party. Now, Tasha K voting for Donald Trump does not change my opinion of her at all because I have a lot of love and respect for Tasha K. Always have, and probably always will. Does she say everything that I agree with? No. There are plenty of things I think she is wrong about. However, when it comes to Tasha K, she has built something for nothing. She is truly a self made woman. You haven't heard about her doing anybody wrong. You haven't heard about her drugging anybody. You haven't heard about her running scams. You haven't really heard anything negative about Tasha K other than her mouth, and her mouth is what made her a millionaire. Or let's be real, she cleared way over a couple million being in the YouTube business by now. So her voting for Donald Trump and the reasons she gave are not really correct. Um, the whole entire stimulus checks are because of him and all this other kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into details of that. She believes what she believes, and that's fine. I am personally in the belief of that, and I said this before in another video I made, that the president has already been chosen. We're just the last ones to know. And let's say if it hasn't been chosen and the election is real, our vote is not really real. And what I mean by that is that 9 times out of 10, and especially in the last 24 years, let's go back a little bit. You can see people who have won the popular vote but didn't win the election. That happened in 2000, that happened in 2016. And also when it comes to the Democratic DNC nominations, like when I mentioned Bernie versus Hillary, and how um, Bernie lost because Hillary got more super delegates. The game is rigged. So it really doesn't matter who we vote for as far as the presidential side, because, like I said before, they already know who's president. We're just the last ones to know. But I will say this, though. I still encourage everybody to vote just for the fact that what the other things that are on the ballots are. When it comes to, like in my state of Florida, um, actually, me and Tasha K are came from neighboring cities, to be honest with you. But like in my state of Florida, what was on there? Marijuana legalization, women's rights as far as they could do to their bodies in certain circumstances. I'm not sure I can say that word on here. There is a lot of things on there that homestead exemptions, etc. They even saw something about insurance, if I remember correctly. So there are things on there that I personally want to vote for because I know that my vote in those areas will definitely help my day to day life, right? And can we agree that Trump has some very deplorable, questionable, and downright despicable people on there? Absolutely, 100%. I will never say he didn't. But not Cardi B, excuse me, did Kamala have any better people? No. It is really is a very frustrating thing. We're quote unquote forced to vote between the lesser two evils, even though whenever you go to a ballot, there's like four other names on there you never heard of. Maybe one of Jill Stein, depending how much you pay attention, because she was on a Breakfast Club and performed tremendously. And if you really look at the Green Party, it's kind of like a mixture of the Republican and Democratic Party for the most part. Now, I do know there was something that came out recently that said that Jill Stein was told to stand down for Russia. She's in bed with Putin or something along those lines. I don't know if that's true. I just find it very odd when that news came out right before the election. And with it coming out that soon, and I know people are wanting, I know they're wanting people not to vote for Jill Stein because that's considered taking away a vote from Kamala. Never mind the fact you just don't want to vote for anyone. And Jameson, hi, thank you for watching. I'm in. I'm not sure what that says. I can't read that text there. Or yeah, but yeah. So I think people need to lay off TashaK. And just keep in mind, you really don't hear her judging people. You really don't hear her throwing people on the bus. Her talking about celebrity gossip is one thing, right? Her giving a different perspective on these celebrities that try to have such a squeaky clean image, and instead of letting them get by with that, she shows us who they really are. Is a respectable, good thing in my opinion. Um, I know I have learned a lot from Tasha K. I know I am working to build my platform, not necessarily similar to hers, but it's taking lessons from things she has done. You can be mentored indirectly by somebody, right? You can learn by watching other people's videos and platforms and trying to take away things from them to help build what you're doing the best way you can. So, but it is election day. People are hot tempered. People are all over the place today. I know I'm staying inside for the most part today. I had to take my daughter to school, and it was just chaotic today. People are all over the place. I personally voted early. I always believe in voting early. I just don't see why you would want to vote on election day and potentially get in an argument or in a fight with a person that's in the same line as you. It doesn't make any sense. But those who have watched a little bit, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Um, But yeah, I'm just very disappointed in seeing Tasha K being attacked like that. Uh, you know, again, I don't agree with who she voted for, but at the exact same time, I don't care. I didn't vote the same way she did, and this because I didn't vote the same way she did doesn't mean I voted for Kamala either. There's always more than one option, and I personally always felt again that the most important parts during this election season is not necessarily who is the president, because again, corporations already have that sealed. It's the fact of the small things are on there, the senators, House representatives, the little things like that. Those where you can make the actual real changes. If there's been a senator in your state that's been in part of the Senate for 20 years, maybe vote them out. Get them out and get a fresh perspective in there. I don't believe, I honestly believe that term limits should have been a thing when it came to our Senate and House. Whenever it passed for the president to only serve 2 terms, that should have been the same thing for our Senate, the same thing for our House of Representatives. Because the only thing they do is sit there and gain power and don't do anything. They don't even vote towards our interests for the most part. And a lot of times people are so scared of change, they just keep voting for the same person. Because I remember when George W. Bush was in office, everybody wanted him to stay for a longer term because we just got into 9/11 happened. We just got into the wars and said, we just want to keep him in office, yada, yada, yada. People were saying that. Then Obama came in office, and then the same thing. He took out, oh God, what was the guy with the beard? I can't think of his name right now. We took him out. Um, he deported a lot of people. People were a fan of that. Obama, by far, is probably one of the bloodiest presidents that we ever had. Not too many people really talk about that. Not too many people really acknowledge that Obama is one of the bloodiest presidents we ever had. Do you like fufu? Like the African dish? I'm just assuming it's the African dish. You're asking talking about do I like fufu? Um, yeah, then yes, I do. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, he was one of the bloodiest presidents we ever had. And people want him to serve a third term too, but people just don't like change. But in order for our circumstances and our situations to change and be better overall, we gotta have new blood, fresh perspectives in there. So that's why I am a firm believer of us voting and making sure we vote the people out that hasn't done a single thing for us or represent us in any way, shape, or form. That are sneaking in these backdoor policies. Like for example, how many things got snuck through whenever there was quote unquote passing a bill to send money to Ukraine or send money to Israel? It never ends. I'm tired of the backdoor politics. I'm tired of manipulations. I'm tired of all of it. What do I think about U.S. and Israel's relationship? If I'm being honest with you, there is no relationship there. When it comes to U.S. and Israel, it's mainly just us sending them money and we're not getting anything in return. I don't understand why we're over there in that conflict. I don't think we should be over there. All that money that's being sent over there that we magically able to find, we should be able to magically find the United States and get that taken care of here. Get our water good, get our schools good, get our roads good, education good. There's so much that could be done here, or just help subsidize something so inflation won't be so high. I don't believe in us sending all this money into these wars. It doesn't make any sense to me. So yes, I'm not gonna say that word on lives. I'm not trying to get the close, but I'm not a fan of people losing their lives at all, especially when it has nothing to do with us. And if I'm being really honest, us help funding that. I won't say us, because the majority of people that are sending this money are people who are rich and much different skin tone than I am. That's been in these offices for so long that I don't know what's going on, right? I guess I just get told. It doesn't matter what the American people think. A lot of Americans don't want to be over there. A lot of Americans are tired of it, but they're gonna do what they want to do. So those people that are in power that we cannot get out or too scared to vote out, they have their hands dirty, and it's a shame. But thank you for interacting with me. I hope you're subscribed, but if not, that's cool too. But I'm about to get out of here. I'm working. I was actually working on another video that I was going to do about people who I probably won't get it done tonight, so I probably just won't do it this because I've been so busy today. I was working on a video of all the people that had came out and supported Kamala, and all the people who had supported Kamala coincidentally have pictures with Diddy and relationships with Diddy. So I was going to try to link those two things together, um, because supposedly there's a lot of tapes and a lot of information out there, but we'll see. Anyways, if you haven't subscribed, if you're still watching, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm about to get out of here. I got to go pick up my kid. Hope you guys have a great day.